Isles, and I'm not going to do it on my server. I'm going to do it on single player, which is host/local, as you guys know, is single player. Crystal Isles is right there. I can't wait for Genesis Part 2 to land, but we're going to go ahead and do Crystal Isles. And we're going to leave all this the way it is, and I want to teach you guys a little way you guys can cheat on your servers that's not full-on cheating. I mean, it kind of is cheaty, but not, because of certain reasonings. And we're going to go over behind that in a second. But we're going to go ahead and hit host non-dedicated session here on Crystal Isles. Load up our non-dedi. Session name is Ahoy Meaty. Password, I'm going to make this a private match. And accept. So you guys know it's single player. It's not like I'm going on and cheating on my actual server. So you guys know when I cheat, I'll do it in single player. But with all that out of the side, guys, I'm going to teach you guys some pretty cool stuff that you guys are able to do, because it actually really is. And Renegade Raider, thanks for the sub, my dude, 4 hours ago. Thanks for the sub. Let's get in and show you guys some cool stuff you can do in ARK. One of those cool things is you are able to spawn any dino you want wild at any level you want. So, for instance, say I wanted to tame a Giganotosaurus or any type of dino in general, and let's say server max level that you put is something like 450, and say you want to find a 450 wild dino, and you're just not finding them for some reason. Well, I'm going to show you guys a little way to get around that. And you can also pay, like, you can actually make this like a subscription thing if someone pays the right amount or something. Okay, it says admin command, but my thing is not showing up down there, so let's go GMC. GC on my bad, which is give creative mode. Just to get in creative right quick. And say you want to make a thing where, okay, dinos do that, it's really hard to find them, right, at max level. And say people want max levels, you can be like, okay, if you pay ever so much, you'll get early access to our new wipe, and you get to choose up to 4 dinos of any type, and them be max level, but I will not spawn them directly at max level. You can choose what they want. We'll have you tame them, unless it's something that can only be gotten through an egg. If it is, then we'll spawn it tamed. But if it's something like a Giga or a Rex, you guys will have to tame that, but you can tell me when you want it, and I'll spawn it in the wild at max, and let you guys get the max tame on it. Which is actually very easy to do. It's just very, how do I put this? It's weird. It's a really long code. It can give you a headache, but apart from that, it's really okay. Because you're not spawning it like GM summon and then it comes in tamed. You're spawning it wild and have to tame it yourself. So with that said, let's get into how to do this. It's very simple. So you're going to go right here, and you're going to have cheat, but you're going to do spawn dino, and then you're going to do this, and let me go get the full code actually, just so I don't tell you guys wrong. I have it right here on the wiki. Okay, so close the last one. So we'll say we want, let's say we want, I don't know, something like, what's a good dino? Let's do a Giga, why not? So let me go get the Giga code right quick, just to make sure, which I didn't spell that right. Now I did. Giganotosaurus. And we are going to type a really long code here in a second when it loads. So when you want to spawn a Giga, I'm going to get that as a screenshot and load the screenshot so it's much easier to see. Alright, for the Giga, we are going to do spawn dino, that, and then we're going to type blueprint. Yep. That little mark. Then we're going to do a /, game / primal earth, primal, yeah, earth / dinos / the dino name, which is Giganotosaurus, / and this is where the code comes in you're used to typing, but it's a little bit different. You're going to do gigant _ character _ BP period gigant _ character _ BP. Then you're going to do the closing like that, which is the 1 and then the quote, and then now you're going to type in 500 0 0 and then the level. So for instance, if you wanted it to be 450 out in the wild, I'll type 450, and there you go, boys. A level 450 Giganotosaurus wild. As you can see when I fly down here, let's look right here. You can see wild female Giganotosaurus level 450. So now you can actually spend, like if I wanted to, you can trank this puppy down and then go tame it. That's literally all you do, guys. If I wanted to do a Rex, let's see how different the Rex is. Right quick, let's close this. Back to the wiki and see a Rex. So let's go back up, go right here. Let's type in Rex.
Hi.
Give me 1 sec, guys, in stream, and I'll get your name call out in a second. I'm just looking something up on the wiki. Just to make sure I get this correct. So, okay, so the Rex is a little bit easier. So if you wanted a wild Rex, guys, it's a little bit easier. So where we typed gigant, we're going to type in Rex, R-E-X. We're going to go ahead and do that for this one too. Rex. And then for the Giganotosaurus right here where we spelled Giga, the Rex is easier because you actually can just type in Rex like that. Boom. Wild Rex at 450, as you guys can see. And you guys can get your max level tames on a server, and you physically can tame it. You didn't spawn it tamed. So you can actually go through the legit channels of taming it yourself on stream. I mean, yes, you're cheating to make sure it spawns at the max level, as you guys can see here. But as all, you are 100% able to trank it down, tame it yourself, and do it through the legit means or channel to tame it, but you're not doing the other thing. Michelle Reyes, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Gamer Girl, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. And pretty much, guys, you guys are able to do that. And also, how you doing there, Michelle? And Gamer Girl thought you were going to bed. Alright, but yeah, that's how you guys can spawn in dinos that are in the wild at max level. So if your max level is 450.
Sup, my guy, how have you been?
I'll get that as soon as the comment comes through, because it hasn't loaded on my phone side yet. There we go. Trevorman, sup, my guy, how have you been? Trevorman, I'm doing good, man. How have you been? But yeah, if you guys are ever doing dinos on your server, and say you want the max level, but you still want to do it kinda legitimately, when I say kinda, you still tame it and everything, you go through the channels of taming it.
I am getting settled.
Getting settled? Alrighty, Gamer Girl. Oh, nice. So, pretty much, you guys are able to spawn in wild dinos at any level, and then just go through the means and channel of actually taming it. Now, you can uber cheat this, which is something I wouldn't want server owners to do, which I'll actually show you guys what I mean by that. So, let's go get Behemoth Gates right quick. B-E-H.
Addicted to modded ARK.
Addicted to modded ARK? Oh, nice. I mean, like, if you're on PC, I understand modded ARK, but if you're on console, there's no mods. There's, you know, again, you can edit / like, script ARK, but there's no modded, sadly, because you literally just type in game data, blah, 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 primal, blah, 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 and it's just scripting. A mod is something everyone has to download. But with that aside, let's go ahead and do this right quick, guys, and show you guys some
Do you play PvP on ARK?
Do I play PvP? Yes, I own my own server right now. It's PvE because it's only a 10 slaughter, but soon it's moving to a 20, and that B is going to be PvP, and I can't wait. So with that question already put to bed, yes, I do play PvP, just not as often as PvE because, well, I don't like PvP too much on ARK. But a server owner could do something like this, guys. And this is the only cheat way of doing this that is still kind of cheating in my, but pretty much we build one of these, and then a server owner could do something like this. And now it's automatically spawned in this, and he didn't run it in. That's a little too much cheating, but as you guys can see, we spawned it in, level 450 there, wild, and then all he has to do is just come up here and trank it. That's a little too easy for a server owner to do. So if you are doing this on your servers, I'd prefer you guys more than likely come all the way out here where there's nothing, spawn it, and then run it into a trap that you've built legitimately, and then trank it down legitimately. So that way it feels a little more legit, even though you are using this long command here to spawn in a wild dino at its max level if you do that. So
PC player, I am legitimately addicted and already have 310 hours on it.
PC player, I'm legitimately addicted and already have 310 hours on it. Oh, nice, Trevor, man. And Colton, what's up, man? How you doing? And yes, Michelle, I do play PvP. But right now I'm on single player because I don't want to cheat on my server. I don't like cheating when I own a server. So, if I ever feel like, hey, I want to spawn this in, or spawn that in, or test anything, I'll come over to single player. Now, if it's like a new dino, like, say someone doesn't have, like, I know a lot of people don't buy the DLCs, so on my server I might spawn the dino through, like, server command to let people tame it, or mess around with it a bit, and then kill it. But apart from that, I don't cheat. I don't like cheating. I like to do everything legit, get down to the grindy bits. That's why sometimes I don't stream, guys, because I'm out grinding stuff that I know is going to be very boring for you guys, and I don't want to put that content out. But apart from that, I'm actually going to show you guys a really good place to build that if you guys are on this map. It's actually out that way. These floating islands out here have a really good spot to build at. I do mean really, really good. Because I've built here on my server, and hopefully you guys don't come over and raid me when I do PvP on the first day, hopefully, because I do want everybody to grind, build up, and have a little fun before the PvP starts. But out here, there is a little platform. I gotta let everything render, give it a second. It's right around here-ish, guys, but I'm letting everything kind of render in a bit. There we go. And it might be one more out. Let me make sure. No, it's here-ish. Right here. So, right here, guys, I'll show you where this is at. So, right over there is one of the spawn regions you can get with the dead forest. You'll see this little sand. Above this sand in the dead forest is this platform here. You can set your teleporter on this side, put gates up, and then around here you can make your part that comes down and around. Over here you can do a stairwell, and yes, crabs do spawn here, guys. You can put your stairwell right here, and then put like little thing for the water bits here, a garden right over here, and you can make a stairwell that comes from this point going up and put your breeding chamber over here. I've actually done that on my server, but I didn't make a really good looking breeding chamber. I just made one really quick and out of the way just to start getting my dinos bred. And we're gonna go over to my server and I'm gonna show you guys how I have it built to show you guys like how good this could be. And the island is so big, you can build around, so you can make like right here, take the gates around it and put like crabs right here. You can put another gate section right here to put another type of dino, and just keep doing that to put in different dinos, different areas, and a lot of cool stuff. So you can split your dinos apart to make your building your area you're building in a lot less laggy. But I'm going to go spawn in on my server and show you guys how I have this built, and then we're going to come back over here and start working towards a build on the single player. I just kind of want to give you guys something that's already there, so I don't have to sit here and spend like 5 hours building it, just to show you guys it. So we're going to go over there, show you what I built, and all of that. Now, I did log out at base. I'm not going to put the admin code in with you guys, you know, watching, because then everybody could just get the admin code. I'm not going to do that. But if you guys want, I do have a PvE right now, which will turn PvP later. But all you guys have to do is type in that. Survivors 12 times. When you do that, make sure your map is on all maps, PvE. Then you can do ping as any as you want. Right here, unofficial PC sessions. And right now I have 0 of 10 people on. That's perfectly fine, because the only people that play like super late at night when I'm usually in bed, almost in the morning, to when I'm on, and partly in the night. But when I say partly in the night, that's like gamer girl, me, someone else, my grandmother, and then later after that, when we're in bed, we have a couple other people that play. Now, if you play on the server and I start seeing a lot of gates just everywhere, like you're just spamming gates everywhere, the first time I see it, I'll go through and just admin gun the gates just to get them out, because I don't want a lot of server lag and too many structures down. But if I see you're constantly doing it and I'm having to constantly do that, I will do a full wipe to you. I will look at the gate, do destroy tribe dinos, and then destroy tribe structures. Just a fair warning with that, because I don't want too much building, I don't want too much lag on the server, I want everything to feel kind of smooth and the PvP to be smooth later. So that's why I'm doing that as a rule. But with all that out of the way, we are going to show you guys what I've done. Don't worry about the letters up top. I completely foobarred the code on that. I will be fixing that around the 20 slot server, not during the 10 slot. But pretty much, guys, as you can see, we have our teleporter up right here with a nice little tech shield. We put some of these down to stop some of the rock spawns, which you don't need that many. She could have moved that one there, deleted those two, put this one near the dragon, leave that one, and leave that one. So this one, that one can be deleted, that one could be moved a little bit over, and we would have been fine. But I'm not going to worry too much on that. As you guys can see, we got all our flyer types, or at least hovering types, up here. We have the gates that surround off with a little bit of cliff plats to make it kind of form a little ramp down here. Over here's that rock that I showed you. I have 2 gigas lined up right here, but we also have a little bit of foundations to cover.
Leave my pillars, lol.
I'm lagging just a little bit, guys. Don't worry about it too much. It's because of the fact I tried moving around before I loaded in all the way. I'm gonna have to go to a dragon right quick. Give me a second. I ran all the way to the stairwell on your guys' side and forgot to let myself render in. So we're gonna click ride, get off, and oh no, we're bugged completely. That's a yikes. Give me a second, because I'm gonna have to lay down, get up. Let's get on the dragon. As you guys can see, I can move the dragon around nicely. But I'll get on the dragon to fly up to show you. So where we were hovering was right out here, guys. To show you guys what all we've done so far. We got cliff plats going around with gates. The gates come like this. You guys can see we have our metal foundies down. We got some metal stuff down here where this was I showed you. You're able to run up these stairs coming up here where I showed you the water is at. Later, if you want, you can pick up wild beavers, drop them in here, and I think they will start putting their nest there. And then up here is the breeding chamber. So right here is where all the stuff breeds at. And I'm still 100% bugged. Okay. So, yeah. As you guys can see, this is the stairs that come down to the water section. And then these stairs over here are the stairs that come down to the dino section. We got gigas there. We have a couple other things around us. But over here is that little like ramp I showed you guys a second ago. You guys can see it kind of acts like a ramp. So you guys are able to walk your dinos up and down, you can walk in and out right here. And then up here is where we're putting our flyers. But to show you how big this island is, like I said, you can go over here. And you will be able to put crabs in the water section to my right. So you can have crabs go over there. They actually spawn here too, which is pretty cool. As you guys can see, we have a crab right there. You will have to make a crab trap, put the crab into it, and do the original way of like taming them. But you guys can see they're right there. I will later have gates coming across this right here just to block it off from the dino pen, but right now they're not over here, so we're perfectly fine with leaving this how it is. But let's go ahead and move this wyvern right back over here, and we're going to have to fix this movement issue I'm having. It's because of the fact that it's saying I'm running into a wall even if I'm not, because I moved before I should have, like, you know, moved. So we're going to log out by the dragon here. So we're going to go ahead and exit. Because anyways, I'm going back to my single player to start doing the build. But that's that. Leave my pillars low. I will, Misty. I'll leave them. I'm just saying, like, you could have just spaced them out a little bit more. Because I think, like, 2.0 from whatever placement object you do is how far it goes out. So you just place one, and about 2.0 again, place another one, 2.0 again, place another one. Which is actually a pretty good size of an area all the way around. But yeah, pretty much that's that,
Go
guys.
fix 'em.
I'll fix them. Alright, gamer girl, that's all good. So yes, guys, that's literally how easy it is to find good places, a good area to build. Just whatever you do, make that island your dino pen and go build somewhere else in your base so you get zero lag. Build your base somewhere else and log out in your dino pen, so when you log in, you can run to a dino, press triangle, and then when your character does hop onto the dino, you can hop off and run around. I just did it way too early.
Check your
Hence why I got teleported
TXDS.
back. Check my text. Okay. Alrighty, I see. You know what? I think it's time to mess with her a little bit too. So guys, just had to mess with my friends with benefits for a second, which is Gamer Girl, by the way. There we go. Alright. Let's quickly head up, not join, I'm an idiot, host local, thank you. And I'm gonna fix the one setting, which is all the way on the bottom down here somewhere. Where is it? Whoops. There should be a setting that is maximum difficulties, create right here. My creative mode should be showed. Oh, it's because I was in non-dedicated, not play single player. Alright, let's just hit play single player, just for the fact that I want it to pop up the easier way without me having to type it. Mess with her a little bit. There we go. Sorry guys, just messing. Alright. I mean, not just messing either, but you guys know what I mean. You guys can see I can move around, because now we're in this. Let's enable creative mode, and get to building. So to show you guys how to build this, it's actually fairly simple. We want to start with where our gate's going to go, which is right here. And you want to align this to where we get a little bit of the ramp. Alright, which is like that. Now we're going to go get our cliff platforms. And some of this is going to be hard for you guys that, you know, don't have admin, especially if you're playing on a server you're not an admin on. So be mindful with that a little bit, guys. Now what we're going to do is come around to the left, and we're going to start the, you know, these at a good height. So a good height would be about wherever we can fit them around almost constantly in the same area, except for we're going to start on this bit, and we're going to have it be a little bit above the land so we can see the cliff plat. The reason we're doing this is because over here we can slowly walk it down to being at the height we need it, which is right here. So I didn't walk that down good enough. That's also because this one's not placed properly. So we're going to be able to, you know, do that. You guys are going to have a harder time doing that, but that's fine. So we need to get an area like this and slowly start walking it up, shall we say, like that. And the reason we're doing it this way, guys, it makes it so much easier on everything else later. I didn't do it on mine, but you guys will see what I'm talking about in this, actually walking it up that little. You guys can do that if you want. I'm not going to. And that's just because I want my platform to come off a little bit different. I don't want it to be right there, and I have to go and demolish all these now because I don't have the infinite pickup like I do on my server on single player, because you can't do that. Alright. Like that. This way I can walk that one up just a tad bit to be a little bit higher. There we go. And then this one, we're going to have to walk it, but this way. Like this. There we go. So now we actually can move this one a little bit. So let's go ahead and pick that up. And the reason I say a little bit, because now what we can do is go in between moderately. Like that. So now it's not too far. But to be honest, I would prefer all to be at one height. But sometimes placements just aren't going to exactly line up like they did before on other maps. Well, other playthroughs you do, which is perfectly fine. Because now we can just go back to doing this. And you guys will see how well this will work in a second. I mean, we could go a little bit lower. Let's see why not. I mean, we are just doing gates. It's not like I'm placing a base or a house on this. Because later it'll have to get lower anyways, because of the fact that it's going across this. So we can baby step it down a little bit to get it to fit onto this a little bit more. Which is actually a lot better than what I did on the one that I made, because now we can do that, and you can see we're on that. So we need to move this one a little bit, which is fine, because we need it to be about here-ish. So we get our walk up pattern here, and then we can close this off by just applying it into the wall. We can go ahead and put our gates. And then now we are going to do something along the lines of this. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And then now we're going to take these gates and walk them like a baby across every one of these. And making sure they fit without a gap being too big. Meaning, you know, out here. too much. So we're gonna have to kind of move that one here, and you're just literally gonna walk these all the way around. Very simple. As you guys can see, almost no gaps, except for on the inside there will be, but those are fixable later. And that's all we're gonna do. And if you need to, if trees are getting in the way, you can rotate around and keep placing like this. So now we can just place that and keep going. So now we're getting the single player bit set out like we did our multiplayer bit. We're going to bring the gates out to about the front there, and I'm going to show you guys how to do your teleporter in a second. Like that. That one's going to be moved forward just a little bit because this is where we're getting into this section of everything, which is going to be a little harder to place because it wants to go through the 4. So if you need to, turn around and get a placement to where you can see it's on the platform. We're a little bit more forward than what we were out here. And that'll be good for now. Let's go ahead and apply our gates. There we go. And we're going to bring it out around, and then we'll work on getting our teleporter down in a bit, because I want to make sure I fit this a little bit better than I did the last time, because last time I put the teleporter and I was like, don't like how this looks. I am very picky with how my things look. And again, I don't mind like a little bit sticking out, because that could be like turret tower locations a little bit as well if you're playing on PvP. So I don't mind that too much. Let's do this. And I know where I messed up at. Right here. Let's move that for a second. Move this one. Because this is where I messed up at. We bring it more around this way. Like this. Now what we can do is carry this one across. This can go this way. In which case this one will go below and onto this, like that, and boom. Right like that. So now we've turned it, and in this corner is going to be where we put our teleporter. So now that we got that marked out, we can continue doing our, cliff platform, and if need to, you can lower your gates, meaning like if they go this way and then they come over here and go this way, you can place another gate like this and it'll block that one, and then you just keep doing that to keep lowering it. As you guys can see, we do that and boom, nice and neat. So you can go all the way around this island doing this, and then we just do the same over here. We go underneath our bit here, because what you want to do is go underneath this and place near the edge. So now when you place it, yes, you're going to have a gate on the inside, and you can move that over if you need. You can constantly keep doing it to get everything you want, but I don't want the gate to be too far off. So if you have this little bit, that's an easy fix to fix. All we have to do is just connect one of these in this way. So that way you're going to offset the platform a little bit. Right, like, whoops, not like that. See, it blocks it. And we're going to do the same again over here. We're just going to take it, and we're going to carefully just rotate till we can get a placement like it. And you can hide your mess up. like that, if you need to. And then now we just carry these gates all the way around, like this. You guys can get as close to the edge as you want to, make it however you like. I'm going to get as close to the edge this time as I possibly can, now that I'm actually flying to place these. I'm not blindly placing like I was as a character. So you guys can see we are, however, doing this. So now we can do this. And this is just so people or wild dinos can't walk your dinos off the side of a cliff. We're taking it all the way around. This is how we look. Looks really good. We can take these gates all the way around later, which is, again, good. And to do the stairs up here is super easy. I'm going to show you guys how to do the stairs. It's actually really easy. Oh my Jesus Christ, I got a lot in my inventory. Drop. Alright, yeah, I'm in creative. Forgot I was in creative, because I'm flying. Alright, now we're going to go get stairs. Ceilings. Pillars. Foundation. Like that. With that said, we're going to take the foundation here, reopen our inventory. We are going to get the pillars here. We're going to put the ceilings there, and then the stairs here. So what we're doing is we're going to get our stairs, and you can put these however you want, put them anywhere you want. I want to see how they would look if I went this way with them, though. That's the only reason I'm doing it this way. And again, make sure you place them to where they actually will fit, meaning if I go up here, I want this to go into the ground a little bit, but not be too far into the ground. So if you need to, do that. Take a pillar, place it, you know, do the lowering the foundation bit that you guys are used to doing. Pick that up. Lower the foundy. Do that. And keep doing it till you get it the height you want. I want it to go down one more. So, right like that. Because that will stick kind of above. I say kind of above because it will be, again, there's areas that will go like that. But we're going to bring this out one more. And then do this. Let's break this tree. So as you guys can see, we do that. Now what you're going to do is do a stair. Like this. Then you're going to go down one and put a ceiling. Then from the ceiling, you're going to go down again with a pillar, but you're going to do it through the ceiling, and you're going to do this on this side as well. Like that. You're going to take this pillar all the way down to the ground on both sides. And then now you're going to go back to the stairs, back to the ceilings, which one of these didn't connect all the way like it should have. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. It goes down because it's two spacing. Again, you have to do the pillar. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me sometimes, boys. Sometimes do, sometimes don't. All the way down. Come on. Come on. You still got one little bit missing. Got it. Alright. Now we can do stairs. I'm an idiot. Because I tried doing stairs on stairs again, guys. There we go. So now we can do this. As you can see, we can place. Right back to this again. And then right back to the pillar. This time it should only take 2 pillars. Actually, 1 pillar might be enough on that one. We'll see if I can do another stair down. Yeah, we're good. So be mindful, guys, on where you do place, because you might need to break some items. But apart from that, you're all good. So another stair coming down. Tool. Okay, and then we're going to go with the pillar through the floor, if need be. For now, we'll just add the pillar like this. That's not that bad to do. Let's pick up this. Come on. And let's go ahead and pick this up as well, if it lets me. I think it's doing it. It might be the one to my right, though. Alright, we're good. So now you guys are able to see, we do one more set of stairs. Boom. If you guys want, you can, however, do the side stairs if you want. It's up to you. I'm going to do it this time, but we're also going to go drop everything out of our inventory that's not needed, so all the stuff we just gathered, gonzo, and we're going to go get a hatchet to chop the rocks right here. Doesn't matter if it's stone or metal, we just need a hatchet to get rid of all this. There's another one. Okay, there we go. Now, because of that, we need to go in ghost mode and go down a little bit. Let's break this, which is going to break our, that, and we're going to fix this. To do that is very simple. For anyone that is an admin and you're building an admin base or an area like this where everybody can congregate, maybe you're making like a meeting area, it's very simple to do. We're just going to go in ghost mode, fly down a little bit through the map, keeping this snap point to come through, so that way it goes through the floor like the other ones do and looks really nicely. Then we can come back around and replace that. It's literally that simple, guys, and we do it one more time. Demolish that, which will demolish the front bit. Come down, make sure we're looking to the left here, look down a little bit till it falls through, and then now we got our placement back. We can actually see that it worked and replace that. So now we look nice, flush, and clean with everything we placed right here. It's literally that easy. And then now you can just walk right up and down. I didn't have to put walk because I'm in creative mode, meaning I can fly up and fly down, so when I double tap, it gets me out of ghost when I go back, because it redoes the walk command automatically. So that's why I didn't have to do it. The only downside is you guys might run into issues where you're going to have areas like this. Don't worry about it, just build around it, constantly keep doing that, and chill out like that. See? I run into that, but I can do that. And you'll be able to put going up here. Now, if you want it to be a little above the ground, you're able to do that. It is very simple to do. But that's only if you guys want to. As you guys can see, I can see nicely just to go ahead and do that. But you guys can build this however you want. Like that. See? We got our metal founties going down right there. We're keeping a little bit of the ground if you want to keep the ground. If you don't, then just build high enough to offset that, which will also offset this, guys. Where I had to go through the ground right here, if you was to build these up here a little bit higher, you might not have to go through the ground to do that. So that is something for you to think about as well. Hello, Mr. Crab. What level are you, actually? I'm in creative mode, so it doesn't matter. You're level 50. You're a killer for me. As in, like, one I'd kill. And actually, I didn't even realize I had this on me. Let's go ahead and get rid of these, because they're not needed at the moment. We're going to drop all this. Get rid of that. and pull this back up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this. So if you guys are using this as the dino pen, you can put like cookers over here if you guys want to have areas to cook your kibble. And then we're just gonna go right here, and I'm gonna show you guys like a little above the ground now. You can come over here like this. That's for a 3. If you guys want, take it back one more. I have this, I'd just rather do this. I don't get stuff in my inventory like that. And then now we're just going to go 4. And then from this one, now we can do our stairs. How you guys are used to seeing it. Like that. And then we're going to go, you know, this, 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 this. And then pillar. All the way down, and then this, and keep doing that till you get it however you like it. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. Pillar down, pillar down. Now, if you guys want, you can do this, but I want to go out one more, back into ghost mode. We are going to do the pillar and come under the ground, look down and do this, and we're going to do it for both sides, so even this one. There we go. Now you guys can see we've done that. Let's get off ghost and finish this out, shall we? As simple as that. Again, if you want. Whoops. That one I misplaced. Pick up stairs. You're going to come out here and place that there. And do it again over here. So it looks nice and neat. You can run now up here. Like that. And then you have your breeding chamber up here. You can have your greenhouse right here, how I had the other one. You can put out your cooker, your industy cookers right here to do your bidding for kibble. Your dinos can go all around this area here. They can go all in here. Crabs can go over there. Hoopla dinos over there. And have your dino pen go here with, you know, again, gates and cliffies going all the way around. And you guys will be really good. And then later you can do your turret towers and the cliffies by just doing this. So when you guys do turret towers, to make it harder on the enemy, you can put a wall at the bottom if you want, foundies, something to, you know, protect this section of this. But the cool thing is your tower can come just barely above, and anybody up here cannot reach you. The rockets will explode about right here-ish. They will never touch your base. The rockets will explode there. Now, right here, maybe they might be able to reach you. The highest point won't, but right here... Actually, no. Rockets will still explode before they even touch your base, unless they come off, fall, and then try to rocket your gate while falling. And then they'll be inside your base, and we just need to put turret towers up. Apart from that, you can put a turret tower there, like I showed you. So a tower would be, you know, right here. Not like this. You'd have a tower right here. Remember, guys, don't put too many. Just be tactical with how you place them, is all. There we go. And then we do, you know, again. See how far apart that is? And then we would do a tower about right about here-ish a little bit. So let's see here. Can I get... I can. It just has to go right here. Again, this one's not in a corner, but it'll do. we go above this. So, like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, like that. So every one of these plus signs could be a turret tower, and you would just do this circling your base. It would make it so hard for people to come raid you, because again, flyer's the only thing it can reach up here. Heavy turret the fuck out of them. Now, up here, you might want to throw a couple towers down, so you might want to be like, oh, a tower can go right here. You know, like this. Let's do like that, and then, you know, tower here, and then come over here somewhere, like about here-ish. Over here, about here-ish. And what this tower here is for is just so people can't stand above you, bring Quetzals or anything, and just drop dinos into your base. Because I know some people will do that, so you can literally just, you know, prevent that by adding this. Because I know people will be like, but your weakness is above. They can literally just fly up there, get their golems out, and drop it into your base. And yeah, they could. Until, you know, you tower off every bit of it, like I'm doing now. So, turret towers, and then just have one tower set right here. And this one doesn't even have to be that high. It can be, you know, about here. And then like that. So now, no matter where they get on the island, they're going to be shot by turrets. That's if you do your turret towers. You know, you would take the large metal hatch frames and put them in this corner. You'd put one in this corner and all the way around and do like the scissor thing. And then you can also do like a death wall or something up there if you really want to fill it. Do like a square death wall around the middle rock right there, and you'll be fine. And then you might want to, like, you know, again, for people that have faster flyers, you might want to add in, you know, turret towers, you know, like one right here. Set it about 3 high. Put one about here. Actually, about right here. Whoops. Pick up. 3 high. So that way it shoots anything around the cliff. You can put one again right here. Make it about 3 high. Like that. So now you're keeping people off of that section below, the section above. And you would do turret towers going around the entire island if you take over the entire island or around your gates. And then wherever you don't have your, like wherever the island is you're not taking, set up a quick turret death wall facing one way, go to the next one, and kind of triangle it off using 3 different walls and make them just turret death walls. And you'll be able to offset the entire island, semi-protect it. Again, it'll be for your dinos only. It'll be your dino pin. But that's if you ever need to come over, grab a dino, and teleport back over to whatever is getting raided, so that way they don't, you know, send a counter raid to your dino island. But you can also set your base here if you want. I choose to base somewhere different, but I'll set up turret areas like this just so they can't come over and eliminate my dinos if they're trying to tribe wipe me. On top of that, I would do the turret towers, you know, again, if I need to build my base quickly where my dino pin is, to remove all the stuff from my base to my dino pin, so that way they waste their resources going to my base if I'm online. So technically, that's kind of what I would do and build for, and it's really good because, again, like, the only way up to these set of islands is with a flyer, because no matter what side you go to, you can see it's water, it's floating islands, there's no ground path up to this. It's literally flyer only. So you can literally cut off the flyers if you want by, you know, doing the turret towers I showed you. And it's endless, like, you're set. It's going to be hard to raid you. This island here is really good for that. Any of these islands, really. If you wanted a smaller base or, like, you know, a smaller area, you could do that. But they would have to, again, come around to your gates to get you, or somehow fly and get, like, up here and get you. So that's the whole point, is surround what you want as yours. Heavy turret. That way, it's really hard to raid you. Really, really hard to raid you. And for those guys who say, like, the other type of wyverns don't spawn, actually they do. They spawn right down here. The wyverns that I was like, oh, let's go hunt another area. They're not spawning here now because of the fact that, well, it's very rare. But they do spawn in here. So you will run into them around here occasionally. So you get your, I think it's called an Ember Wyvern here. Then you get your Blood Wyvern. Where was that again? It's like over here somewhere-ish. Yeah, it's like right here, I think. Let me fly over here and see. Because it's near the redwoods a little bit, but it's around here. Yes, right here. So you get your Blood Wyverns from here. And then all the way out into the green area over here is the, I forget what they're called, but it's the other wyvern. So all three of them are gotten, and you don't have to get an egg for all three. All three of them can be tamed right out in the wild, which is pretty darn cool. I just don't know why they're not spawning on my single player. It's quite weird. But yeah, good dino base location over there. Good for an alpha tribe as well. So if you're an alpha, you might want to hit up these plateaus. They're really good to base on. Again, there's no, like, actual ramp. I mean, like, maybe if these touch the ground, someone could take a climbing pick and use a climbing pick all the way up the roots. But again, that's gonna take a lot of stamina. Not just that, like, they stop right here, so you have to climb here and then go out and up. Yeah, I don't think, like, some servers, maybe the stamina might be high enough for you to chisel all the way up, but they're gonna take some breaks getting along, and they'll have to also find the right route that leads directly to you, and that's if, like, the route even touches the ground. Like mine right now, none of these routes touch except for this one in the very center, like these in the very center. So they're gonna have to climbing pick up to this, up to that, and then find their way around. Like, it's croaky, boys. Getting over to me. And anyways, I'm more over to the right, I believe. I'm more like right here than over here, because right here should be where my gates. Actually, no. I'm more to the left. I'm over here. Right here is where I'm at. So they would have to climb up, find their way around this side, and come up to get to me. And again, to do that, they might even have to, like, climb up this route and then go underneath every bit of this just to get up to here. And then from under here, they have to go up to that, under this, over it, to my gate. And with that said, they're being dropped. Now, yes, I still could be raided because Quetzals and platform saddles and flying and all that, as we both know. But again, flyers are the only thing that can come here. So if I have tech Quetz only, throw tech turrets up. They bring tech quets over to come raid you. Have 100 tech turrets and 100 heavies on each turret tower. And make sure they're spaced about like that all the way around. So I would put another one right here, and then another one probably here, another one probably here, and keep doing that all the way around wherever I have my base, and it's going to be really hard to raid. Same as this stuff up here. And if they fob, they're going to have to fob like down there. They're going to have to fob on an island over there. They're not going to be directly on your island unless they, you know, you make your base about, let's say, to this island, right? And then their fob is over here. That's the only way they can fob on your island, is if you don't take over the entire island, then they're going to fob that you don't take. But if you take over this whole massive island, wall all the way around it, turret all the way around it, go above,
What island
put
is
some turret
this?
towers, and it's all good. What island is this?
WTF.
Icy, what island is this? What the fuck? It is actually right here, boys, on the map. That yellow, I think, is that you see right here on the map is directly at me now, which I think is just a little off. I think they offset the map. That yellow is supposed to be this, the crystal right here. It's just, it's a little bit off because there's nothing yellow right here. So, yeah. Yellow, however you want me to say it, boys. I say yellow. Please ignore
The
how I
map
say
name.
it. Understand. The map name, Crystal Isles. Icy, I am playing on Crystal Isles, my dude. It dropped. So yeah, these islands are really darn good. The floating ones. Also, like, again, if you can, I always like to build where only flyers can get to, so it's like that. And I do own my own server, by the way, Icy. I'll actually show you guys how to join it one more time before I end stream in a second, because I'm going to go get on the server and continue doing that. But I just wanted to get over here, cheat build a little bit, give you guys a little idea on how to spawn dinos at max level in the wild, so that way you guys are able to just like go out and do that, especially in single player, spawn a wild dino however you want, and then practice taming it at that level if you guys want to, and show you guys how I built on this over here, which is actually pretty cool. But I'm going to head over to my server and show you guys how to join my server. So we are on this one here, which you can see that we're on the right side here, right at it, also about where that blue drop is. So yeah, and then we put a teleporter right here. I break the trees, put down some foundies, put a teleporter, a tech shield, and a generator down, and that's how that would be right here. But I'm going to quickly go to my server and show you guys how to join my server as well. So exit to main menu, do this one more time, and then I'm going to end the stream. And if you guys want to come play on my server, everyone's welcome to do so. Just don't build too big. I have rules already on the ARK Discord, I believe. Let me actually make sure I went and updated the rules on the ARK Discord while we're also doing this. So again, you guys are going to go to up here where it says name filter. My phone fell. I hate when I do that. Let's make sure we're in the ARK Discord, which is not the DayZ one. I want the ARK one. Right here. Server rules, they're there. Noise. So yeah, all the new server rules are there. It's a screenshot. If you guys are having trouble seeing it if you're on a phone, rotate your phone sideways, and then you can zoom in and read it. We have from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Discord rules, like the main Discord rules itself. And then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 server rules to follow. Literally just 10. And it tells you the rule ID, which is going to tell you what the rule is. It has offense 1, 2, and 3 to show you what happens during those, so you guys can see what happens if you break one of those rules. They are there, and they're already put in, so I will be using those on the PvE rules as well. And then when it goes to PvP, it'll be exactly the same. But pretty much, guys, all you're going to do under here is survive, or with an S, survivors, 12x, enter. or whatever you do, which is R2 on the controller. Maps is Crystal Isles, so you can actually just set that to Crystal Isles, and then PvE, and then you're going to go right here where this setting is, and you're going to do unofficial PC sessions. When you do that, it should automatically start reloading. You have all this set, so my map should pop up, or my server should pop up, I should say, which has taken a second for me because I am live streaming and I reset it to be the same exact setting it was, so it might just take a little bit of a second. There we go, as you guys can see, boom, it's right there. I get 57 ping, but I don't have to worry about that. It's more like 30 when I actually join the game, but right there it is, and then I just click join. You guys can also hit favorite and then join, or you can leave auto favorite, played sessions, check marked, join it, and it'll auto favorite, so next time you go to come in, it should pop up at the very top like it did before I typed the name in, and then you just click on it and click join again. But that is pretty much my server. This is how you search for it, guys. Later, this will be a 20 slot, not a 10 slot. So whatever you do now, do be ready for it to be deleted, because when it goes to the 20, what I'm going to do is, one day before it goes to the 20, I'm going to allow rating, so that way everybody can just go hit anyone they want. And then when the 20 slot comes up, it will be wiped, and everybody will be starting over. But I'm just doing like a little mini PvP sesh on the 10 slot before the 20 slot. But it will be a PvP when it hits 20 slots, and you guys can come over and play right now if you guys want. Server is right there. The map is Crystal Isles. Players right now is 10. Will be 20 soon. It's on day 90, which actually it's not really been 90 days. To be honest, it just nighttime goes by really fast on this server. I made it more towards a day only server, but it does have a little bit of nighttime, just because I like how it looks at night a little bit on the map with my TV. So I left a little bit of night, but there is mainly day. That's why it's at day 90 and not day 30, because it's only been basically up for almost 30 days now. At the 25th, it'll be 30 days, which this server's going to come down, and I'm going to do the 20 slot server, which is going to be the same thing you see here, just PvP. Maybe a couple settings tweaked here and there just to even everything out, because right now, if I had done the 20 slaughter, cryopods don't do the cryo sickness, and people are just going to be like, bloop, 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 like 500 golems if they have it, and go raid you. So I'm going to turn a little bit more on towards the cryo sickness, so that way that doesn't happen. And it's something I will have to test out around until I get it right on the 20 slaughter. But apart from that, that's everything going to be, basically everything's going to be the same. I will also test about, like, re-adding in all the new dino spawns to being about the levels I want them to be, so you don't find like level 40s or the 50s or 90s. I'm going to try to get them all to spawn only around the levels 250 to 450, which is what should only be spawning. And then I'm going to try doing the wyverns about the same. Find all the wyvern spawns and change them to be 250 to 450. That way wyverns don't spawn over that level and will be really good. That way the eggs only come out around that too, which is 250 to 450, and all the dino cap should be about the same. But that's something I'm gonna have to like really mess around with, get into, and do that. And I would rather do the 20 slaughter before I get into messing with that, be able to afford a 5 or a 10, well, it has to be 10 slot on ARK, a 10 slot server, and just mess with it, see what all I can fix, what all breaks, what would break anything, and work on making a really fresh, smooth server that is the way the 20 slot is now, but adding in the spawns that I'm saying. So with all that said, you guys can come join, come play. Even if I'm not online, doesn't mean you guys have to leave. It is a PC held server, so right now, as you can see, I'm not on the server, and the server is up for you guys to go find. So with that said, don't just play when I play. Please play anytime you play ARK. Please come over to my server. Don't only play when I'm playing. That's all I ask. And as always, until next time, guys, smash the like, subscribe button. Don't forget the bell icon. Hopefully everything I done in this video was helpful to you guys in spawning wild dinos at level 450 or any level you want. And till next time, stay awesome and peace.